Okay, we are now live. As y'all come into the live, make sure you hit that like or that dislike button. I just thought I would tune in and kick it with y'all real quick. I want to see what y'all's reaction is to this shocking revelation. We all thought, I know I did, that he was looking at some serious time. At this taking it serious. Any situation with this new charge that he picked up that everybody was rumoring that it was meth. I don't really think that he's gonna have to truly worry about that situation, to be honest with you. If they pretty much put out not put out, threw out, giving him more time when the judge literally said, if you come back in this courtroom, and we all saw it because it was recorded from the news, that he would be in some hot water, and he wasn't in hot water at all. Um, she was just saying something, for the moment. Hey, Patrice, I said Patrice. Oh God. Hey, Latisse. I'm sitting up there. I gotta put. Hold on one second. I gotta put on my reading glasses. We ain't doing this today. Hold on, wait a minute. All right. All right, we got these glasses on. Hey, Odine, what's going on, sis? It says, "Hey, boo, how are you doing?" I'm doing good. Just had to put on my reading glasses because soon as Latisse popped in here, I said, "Hey, Patrice," read it real quickly, like I saw a P. Hey, boo, what's good with you, a pure goddess? So yeah, I just had to come on here because I had to say a few things and that was on my mind, you know what I'm saying, respectfully, speaking on. But you guys remember when you were younger and you were young and dumb and you were with the dude, you knew the dude was clowning, he was a clown, you were doing everything he was telling you to do, even though it didn't feel right. And then you started putting your foot down. You started taking action in your life, started putting your foot down, and you started looking at the dude, like, in a different light. You was like, "Man, you was a straight clown." You know what I'm saying? And you started, like, not even wanting to be with them intimately or in a relationship. You kinda sorta just, like, really got brand new on the dude. You know, I know that Chrisean Rock are the young Bonnie and Clyde of social media. They make things happen, and they know that because they know that they profit off of the drama. They don't obviously, Chrisean doesn't want Blueface doing things to her to trigger her or hurt her heart and everything, but she also knows she's gonna profit off it as well. You know what I'm saying? So, she's winning either way. I remember LOL. Now I'm like, "What did I see in you?" Exactly, that's what I always say. I just hope that Chrisean gets to that point, and if she doesn't, at least she gets to the point where when she gets out, she looks at things differently. She sees how this all played out. She sees how much of her life she gave to him in that short period of time of him being locked up, proving her being a faith. She can be faithful. Let's just say it like that. And what did you get? Like, how did you make out? I mean, this dude. Yeah, I mean, what I mean, was he is he representing her because he's putting some back in the day memories on Snapchat of them not being soulmates, but, prison mates, cellmates, or whatever he said. I mean, is that a way of, uh uh, you know, representing your woman, your wifey? Is that memorable, information that her fans, the supporters, super fans, that they wanna really hear? We wanna hear a phone call that Wack 100 set up or Bodie set up with you, even if you haven't we know you haven't heard from Krishan because she's locked up, you're locked up, unless you guys are pen paling each other. We wanna hear from you that she's doing okay, even if you didn't speak to her or haven't had any communication. Lie. You lie about everything else. These I think the important things that you can get a pass with lying about. taking the initiative to get on the social media and doing what she would have done for you. You know what I'm saying? When Chrisean was out, we heard the phone calls and we heard your voice, Blueface. You know what I'm saying? That's the least you could give us was a couple like 20 minutes of your time where we could chuckle and say this is a clown, but we miss him. Then so be it. Because I'm not gonna lie, he does bring some juice to the internet. You know, Soldier Boy, that's why Soldier Boy don't get along with him because Soldier Boy is on this web 24 hours a day, social media, that's his coffee, Instagram. And he thinks in his own mind that he's the man when it comes to social media, and he's not. He tries too hard to be something that Blueface got naturally in him and Chrisean Rock, and they're not utilizing that. It is so hard to make money on social media. It's really hard to grow your following, to get your to get your following up, your views up. It's hard. Even if you're doing the social media like his father's selling products online on a website, it is so hard to market and get your clients, your customers, whatever your support system on social media. They make it so hard. Not only that, there's so many people out here trying to do the same thing. There is a lot of money out here for you to eat, but you gotta crack into the code. And they've cracked into the code because of being them. You know what? That is a good feeling when you can just be yourself and people wanna subscribe and follow you, respect you, support you mentally, financially, spiritually, and you don't have to do nothing but be yourself. That's why I like when I used to do nature book content, people used to say, "Oh, you're boring." I was boring because pretty much, I was in the sector. I don't wanna keep these headphones on. Tell me if no, actually, I'll be able to test it myself. I'm gonna take them off, but I'm gonna put them on my laptop. Let me see how it sounds like this. Let me put, like, man these on my head. You guys definitely should hear me. But when I used to do Nature Boy content, they used to be like, "Oh, you're so boring." Matter of fact, let me test to see how my voice sounds because I don't feel like wearing them headsets. They give me a headache. Why is that? Why can't I hear it on this end? Can y'all hear me clear? Put a Y in the chat. Imma keep talking, but let me know if you can hear me clear. Just like when I was in the Nature Boy sector, people were like, "You're boring. You're this, you're that." Why? Because you're grown adults and I edit my videos. I'm not gonna put cuss words and so forth and so on my channel. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know what cuss words are. So why do I need to put this on my channel and leave up all this him choking a chick out and this and that and other just to appease you? I don't want an audience like that because when I go down, you ain't gonna have my back. You're gonna go to the next channel who is pleasing the mass majority, and then they get their channel taken down. I don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a leader, I'm not a follower. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like I want people to be here because they want to be here. I want an organic audience, a real audience, not one that are here for the moment. This is hopefully this will open her eyes if Blueface gets out before. I hope I really exactly, pure goddess. Now the rule of thumb up here is I want everyone to engage into the chat. That's without questioning. However, if you're a person who you like to, to talk, always ask for me to drop that link and I'll start dropping it, not maybe tonight because this was at the spur of the moment that I did a live. But yeah, y'all need to start coming up on here too, talking, because I do read and acknowledge all comments. And, only time I don't is when I'm trying to show you something, and sometimes I can't multitask the two. But other than that, I try to acknowledge everybody in my chat. Make sure y'all hit the like button as well. Hey, Cancer 66. Hey, Tiffany. Okay, y'all can hear me good, good, good. Yeah, I had to take those headsets off because they hurt my temple like So I had to take them off. But I want to still make sure y'all heard me. I hope it still ain't coming in all messed up though, because usually when you have them on your head, you can hear the sound a little bit more better. But you should still be able to hear it the same. Callie representing tonight. No question. Callie in the building. But yeah, it's just it's crazy, and I hate to say this, and I don't care who gets mad. Y'all already know I don't care who gets mad. It's really sad that she literally was being selfish and wasn't really thinking about, she wasn't the only one that's here now. And she really on this, hold on, let me read this. I gravitated to your channel because of your unbiased and very unique way of sharing your commentary. Love you. Oh, thank you, Cancer 66. Hey, Vet, Buttercup, what's up? But I don't care what nobody says. We have some supporters. Whether you love them or hate them, whether they're publicized, or just viewers. You gotta come to a point in your life where you can defend. And this, let me just tell you this. I'm gonna give you a good example of why I don't think that a supporter should. I don't care what a person does, you always gonna find something to make it make sense. If you do that in real life with your children, for an example, especially, like a lot of us have grown up in communities where, you know, um, some of our kids, nephews, and people, that have came up after us, or that we've, had made, had birth to, gave birth to, because of the communities we live in, some of the circumstances they might, our children, our nephews, or whatever, nieces get themselves into, product of their own environment type of thing. Pum pums happen, all kind of unalivings happen. If you don't tell somebody, and I'm going to use like family that you love. If you love them so much and you're their biggest supporter and biggest fan, if you're constantly telling them whether they do right or wrong, that it's right. Even when they're doing wrong, you trying to still make it make sense. Trust and believe, because I know in my own life, and I know other people who have experienced this, you are going to have lifetime regrets, because you're going to have that. I wish I would have or could have, or say if you have a family member, let's use that as an example, that may have unalived themselves. You may have said, I wish that I would have knew. I wish that I would have told them more. I love them. And I wish they would have knew that they were loved. You know what I'm saying? I wish they would have, the wish, the or coulda. And that's the same thing with Chrisean Rock. If you everything people say about her, whether they're haters and they're being like in a messed up place where they're just being demonic, regardless, if she drops the ball, which she's not perfect, we all drop the ball at one time or another. You gotta hold the person accountable. If you're a realist, if you're a real person, you gotta hold them accountable. And I'm gonna tell you why. You think being real is when they're doing wrong, but you support them, that you're just gonna whatever they do, you're gonna sit there, you're gonna make it make sense. You think you're being a friend or supporter, but you're really not. You're telling them what they want to hear, not what they need to hear. And you're one of the people that are putting batteries in a person's back who does not come from stability at all. It was she didn't have a mother or a father, in my opinion. And they were active, allegedly, and in and out of jail because of the love of pharmaceutical drugs. I mean, well, street drugs, pharmaceutical drugs too. They let the street, they instead of running the streets, they try to outrun the street, and they got caught up and laid up. Probably half the time, Krishan's mother was probably, Lord forgive me for saying this, but we gotta call it what it is. How you have 12 kids, you don't got no stability for these kids. I've heard the stories of them all living in one bedroom. Why put 12 kids through that when you have a decision? if you're not doing right, if you ain't a good parent with one kid, why and you're on and you already got a love for something else which ain't gonna come before your kids, which is the drug. Why are you laying up having kids and only ones taking care of them is the system or each other? Why do you think that there's so much dysfunction in the Malone family? Why do you think that they get up here? Oh, I'm gonna fix you. I'm gonna get on social media because Krishan's our sister, and I'm gonna get an audience and I'm gonna vent to the public. Not only you vent to the public, there's thousands of millions that are potentially over a certain a short amount of time is gonna know all y'all's family business. And we all know when you put people in your business, they stay in your business. Chrisean is gonna be sick if Blueface gets up before her. Right, exactly. And let me get back onto that. Let me just say this to you. Hope if he gets out first, he leaves Junior with. I ain't let's Tiffany. Let's not even don't even bring up that little boy name now, cause then later on I'll be getting harassed talking about I'm talking. Let's this grown folk conversation right now. Love you. I love you. I love you, sis Tiff. But nah, let's not bring that up. We talking about Chrisean Rock and Blueface. I don't want to hear nobody trying to say, because that's another thing. Two people make me sick with the, they only say sometimes people, you know how like there's they're old sayings. Sometimes people say old sayings and they don't really know what they mean. They're not even living by it. It just sounds right. It just sounds like the grown-up thing to say. You feel what I'm saying? Like the old saying that I live by, which is I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. Some people say sayings that they don't live by. You know what I'm saying? And like when you hear people saying, leave the kids out of it. Y'all shouldn't be up here. That's true. But how sincere in your heart? I'm not talking about you, Tiffany. I'm just talking about in general. When I heard you say junior, it made me think of something. When I be hearing people in the comment section of my videos after the lives are over or my pre-recorded premieres, you'll hear people trying to sound grown. And you're probably the worst trolls with like 20 pages that are dragging Chrisean and Junior's name because you don't like Chrisean. But you up here now on another page, still a troll page, and you sitting up there saying the responsible thing when you know there ain't nothing responsible about you. And you're probably the type of person you tell your kid to go to school and behave the teacher, but then you be on social media acting worse than your child. And it just don't make no sense. The whole family is divided in huge age generation. Yep, exactly. That's why I like listening to you. You talk your fact. Is that like, man? It's great. No, Tiffany, I'm a come and choke you on cyberspace. You better not be saying you apologize. You ain't do nothing wrong. You my mod and you ride or die. I'm not talking when you said that name. I just was saying like shut it down, but you didn't do anything wrong. You do not have to apologize. Stop it. This ain't no cult channel. You didn't do nothing wrong. I was just trying to say we ain't gonna say too much on that because we'll get people in the comment section that want their little 1 or 2 minute of fame, and they'll sit up here and they'll take it somewhere else. And the title of this video ain't got nothing to do with Lil Shorty. It's got something to do. It don't even got Chrisean's Rock name in there. It's got something to do with Blueface and Chrisean Rock. And sometimes if I put Blueface in the title, that don't mean of course we're gonna talk about Chrisean on Rock. They're one and the same. Make sure y'all hit that like button because y'all don't like hitting. That's only the 1% I'm speaking to. I'm not talking about my real supporters. Not talking about the ones that sit up here and absorb the information. And if you don't like me, hit the like button. Let me know how many people don't like me. Let me know how many people is in my chat. Let me know because you can't talk to me in real life. Okay. And I ain't gonna give you my number, especially not no hater, right? So at least if you hit the like button, I don't know how many haters was in here. Unfortunately, Chrisean and her siblings were raised to fight for every little thing they had, which is probably why they always and that's sad. They're almost like renegades. And it's really sad. It's really sad. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hey Cyrus. Hey Cyrus. Tiffany, love you, baby. You get off that. We don't even need to stay on that. Thank you, Kathy. Make sure y'all subscribe to my second channel. Let me actually go up. My second channel, the link. I don't know if one of my mods maybe could put the copy and paste the link that's in the top of the description for my second channel, because I'm gonna try to do a live tomorrow. Not try, I'm gonna. I forgot how I used to redirect people from my second channel from my main channel. I'll think. I've been fasting almost 72 hours, man. I feel really good. I mean, a lot of people say it and I'd be like, you're lying, because I try to fast plenty of times as far as like no food, not even juices, raw juices. I'm talking about I'm fasting. I do better with dry fast, which means no water or food. So I only drink water if I feel like I'm thirsty, or like if I get like a growling feeling, which I know it's only the hormone growling, and it's just the addiction to food. It's really not. It's a false, that growling that we get a lot of times is an addiction, because we're so addicted to food. So I know that, so it's mind over matter. So I'm not hungry because we have so much fat stores in our bodies. Trust and believe, you can go a long, long, long time without eating. You can probably go, most of us on average, 40 days or longer, and honey, your body will have a feast on that fast. But anyways, getting off the subject of that, but y'all know I bounce around, so it is what it is. But she being very selfish, I feel like Chrisean Rock was. And I really feel like her attitude was like, I'm waiting for my daddy to get home, and then he can support me and go to the courts in all these different states and help me clear up these warrants, and we'll be one big happy family. We'll end up buying the house on the beach and all these things that she had in her head that she was waiting for when he came home. But you know what the sad reality is? You wasted all that time and all that money you could be making. And money doesn't make the world go round. But let me tell you what it does do. It makes you live easier. It takes one stressor off of you. How is this bill going to be paid? How am I going to get through the week and make sure there's food in the refrigerator? You know what I'm saying? It makes you live easier. And when a man tells you to stop being a woman, because if you as a woman told a man to stop working and stop being a man, because that's what makes a man, not what they got between their legs. What makes a man is taking care of his business, holding his ground, protecting his queen, protecting his household, his family. And when a man tells a woman to stop doing those things, and he's locked up and he can't do it, and he wasn't even doing it when he was out, he ain't no man. So right now, I want to see not only the entertainment that he brings, but I want to see him man up. I want to see the brother man up. Cause this is Blueface is not no man, honey. He is not no man. He is a boy, if you ask me. He is a boy. Let me read these. It said, I try fasting. I'm too greedy. I'm too greedy too, and I eat clean, but sometimes it's not the eating clean, it's the just overeating, just eating because it's there, or eating because you have a lot of time on your hands and you're just eating because you're bored. I can't admit that. There are plenty of times when they judge Krishan a little. It says plenty of times when I judge Krishan a little too harsh, but makes that's all you make. Yeah, I show compassion, but I had got prior to her getting locked up, I had got to a point where I was like, enough's enough. She's starting to drain my energy while I'm trying to show compassion, because I know she didn't really come from nothing, and she's trying to make, she's doing better than a lot of people. I know financially. A lot of people might say she ain't got no. I bet you she got probably more money than you do. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. I'm not pocket watching nobody, but I bet you she's doing a lot better than a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And she came from a very unfortunate situation. So, I can't really knock that. And a lot of people would not be where Chrisean Rock is at right now if they came from those circumstances, right? I eat once a day, literally, queen. So that's like an old man, which is still fasting. Yeah, so like I said, but yeah, I keep getting sidetracked. Let me say this to you guys, because I keep getting sidetracked. Let me just say this to you. The reason why, and I keep starting it and stopping, reading comments and then getting on something else, but the reason why I feel like she's very selfish is because not only was she just waiting for him um to come home and help her, support her in the way she's needed Blueface to support her, but she had that young mentality thought in her mind. Oh, he's gonna come home to me. I'm gonna give him some of this good that I got, and he gonna give me some of that and the conduct that he got. You know what I'm saying? But you did all of that, and we already know it's been recorded and documented on social media. But you gotta respect the young man for this. He admits to him. Not That's not what I'm thinking. I'm just telling you what he has said. And I know he's not playing because he not only says it, but he shows you in his actions. That's how he gets down. He even says all men cheat. And if he tells you he's not, he lying. And I don't believe that all men cheat. There are men in the world, just like there are women, that they're loyal. If they're in a relationship, that's who they're with. But we're talking about Blueface, so let's not get far off onto you or me, or we're talking about Blueface. You don't think that Jaidyn is gonna take that opportunity if he tries to come on to her, which he is, and if he don't come on to her because maybe he don't want to start the circus back up between them two fighting again, because they're the only two that really held him down. Jaidyn was listening to what he was saying. His father's bringing the son up there to see him. I don't know what else she was doing. Maybe she was also sending canteen money and whatever. I don't know. But we know that Chrisean Rock was doing it because she made it known. But let me just tell you something. If he don't get it from Jaidyn, it is no way he's gonna, I'm telling you, there's no way he's gonna get out and he's gonna say, I'm gonna wait for Chrisean Rock like she's doing. Not even like she said. Put a Y in the chat when you heard that crazy girl talking about she hasn't even shaved her woo-ha, her yoni. She said it was growing an afro. I guess you could corn roll it. Put a Y in the chat if you heard her say that. And it's crazy. Because he's not gonna do none of the things for you. And I don't care how much of a diehard supporter you are of her. Even with this, what I'm saying, I'm a realist. I ain't gonna sit there and sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna tell you just because I support and I want to see Chrisean Rock do good. I'm not gonna tell you no no Joe flip ahead answer when we already know how the dude gets down. Now if you're gonna support Chrisean, cool, but don't support Chrisean in the aspect of you sitting up there making it make sense that Blueface ain't gonna do that to Chrisean because she's Chrisean. Because Hunty, the finest chicks in the world, supermodels, get cheated on or disappointed from a man, right? I took a break from all that. It was depressing. I'm playing catch up. That's what's up, pure goddess. Says me too. One. I was wise ones inside. How I truly understand. My children three. Yes, up. Right. You got it right. Exactly. You got to be in that order. I just have a big heart. I hate seeing people hurt. I've been through DV. Me too. I probably had it worse than you. If I told you some of my stories, you'd be sitting there saying you was a victim. I can never say it. If a man put his hand on you, even pushed you one time, it's a DV. But trust and believe, I've been there, done that. I've been there, done that. But I feel sorry for people too, because I can look at my shoes and so I can walk in somebody else's shoes that are going through that. But like I said, I can't put batteries in people's back, because I'm also convinced a lot of times people I used to date a narcissist boyfriend, and the minute I left him alone, my life was so much better. Girl, vets even went back to school to get. Girl, let me tell you something. I told an ex maybe about a year ago, because I'm married. I've been married since 2016. My husband got like what 15 years on me. Matter of fact, let me do the math. Look how silly I am. Let me see. All right. Yeah, he got 15 years on me. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. It's been so long. I used to say it a lot. My husband got 15 years on me. So I was about to say 10, but no, he got 15 years on me. My husband's much older than me. But I always I always was the type of woman, I always got with men that were providers, but they were controlling, and they got abuse, DVs and all that, want to control everything. And that, but some people, some women, they attract, like I attract men that are very possessive, and they want to get, physical, like they trying to raise you again, but they get men that they're not even providing for you. And I'm not trying to say be with a man, oh, let them, rattle your head in between two washing machines. But I'm saying, the dude ain't even providing for you, and you're getting your head, your head rattled. That's crazy. I've been with my partner for 24 years, but one thing I will not do is get married. Oh, you sound like my mother, because my mother, she's not married. She don't want to get married. Knowledge is power. That's right. But yeah, it's just, it's just sad you did all of that. Now she's sitting there in jail. Could have avoided all that. Even her haters were telling her, go clear that up. And they wanted her to sabotage themselves. But see, like Wack 100, for an example, he knew if he told her the truth, she won't do the opposite. Because that's what we always do when somebody tell us something for our own good. So he said, the way I can sabotage Chrisean Rock is telling her the truth. Because she ain't gonna listen to me because she don't like me. So I'm gonna get what I want out of her out of return, because I'm gonna say, go clear up your warrants, and she's gonna say, I can't stand you, Wack 100. Why would I listen to you and not do it? And just what Carlissa, and even though she claims she feels bad, and Wack 100, and probably low key Papa Blue, in my opinion, all of them, they was just waiting for the train to crash. They were putting batteries in her back. Papa Blue, you feel what I'm saying? When Wack 100 came up here with that corny, um I have to realize that Blueface is in love with Chrisean Rock and this and that and other. No, what you had to realize is all these game plans that you got, like Keefy D. You wanted to bail him out of jail. What was it, 15% of that 750,000 or $700,000 bond that he got, so you could get a story from him, so you could be in public with him, and people will want to run up to you, news reporters. It would make you bigger than what you are as a Wack 100, a manager of the game. Once upon a time for Ray J and Blueface, honey, you was trying to get your coins up, because Blueface, who probably at one point in time was one of his biggest cash cows, is now, he's slipping. Same here, 15 years, been with him since 2000, and we were married since a I got married to my husband right away, so I've been married with him the same amount of time I've been with him. But I was like, I gotta get these coins. I didn't want nobody else getting them coins. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed in that aspect. You know, I'm not trying to say be with a man because he take care of you, because I take care of myself. But it's nice to be able to do what you want to do in your life, and you don't have to worry about working a regular traditional 9 to 5, because you have a provider, and you're able to do your dreams. I've been doing this channel since 2017. I was doing me before I was with my husband. You know what I'm saying? I've always is probably, see, I always say having anxiety could be a curse or a blessing. So I'm a type of person, I have moments where my anxiety flares up. So I need to be working for myself, doing my own thing. You feel what I'm trying to say to you? So I've been like working like, self-employed for years. At least, what is this? Let me do the math. Let me see how many years this is. I use that little calculator. I use my fingers too. Let me see. It's gotta be, let me do the math on that. I'm just trying to think roughly around. Yeah, I've been out of work self-employed like 24 years. I had to do the math. I don't know why I had to do the math. I know y'all probably like, "Oh no, she did." Yes, I did. I sure did. I sure did. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Yeah, I was roughly remembering maybe, yeah. When did September 11th happen? I think it was in 2020. I mean, no, not 2020. Ooh, sorry. In 2000, I said 2020. That's one thing about Chrisean. She don't want to hear what she needs to hear. She likes yes men. Right. Exactly. She definitely likes yes men. And don't be fooled. Chrisean, she's got a really good heart, but some of her demonic ways can come out with the people who love her the most, that they wish that they could be Chrisean Rock, but and they really respect her, that are in her circle. But see, sometimes that respect and wanting to love on you can turn to hate, because sometimes, because of generational curses that Chrisean has endured from not having a mother or father and having to fend for herself. You did you hear when Blueface had said in that video, when he met Chrisean, she came with a backpack and a pair of cleats. That's all she had. He's gonna tell that story to the test of time, because remember, he thinks in his mind he made her who she is. Now he may have got her and put it in the game, but she you taught her the class and she mastered it. She's better than you when it comes to making money. You feel what I'm saying? But he wants her to always show homogen, and she feels that she has to show homogen because he has brainwashed. He washed the brain, Blueface has, and made her feel as though she does deserve to show homogen, pay respect, and also publicly let people know that he made her who she is, not knowing that nobody made you who you are but you. God. If you want to give credit to anybody, it better be God. I think that Nevada judge got the cash app that was released in return from. Oh no, you didn't, Tiffany. Yeah, that's why I'm an educator. Autism. Oh wow. Also worked medical 23 years and student. Boss working from home, medical cold biller. Oh yeah, I know somebody that did that too. Got to keep money coming in different avenues. That's what's up. That's right. You got to have more than one income stream, and that's what's going on over here with me. And I've been doing that for years. Shoot, two over almost 3 decades. So man, I'm trying to tell you. And you know, it's a good feeling. I'm not rich. I'm not poor, but I'll tell you one thing. A long, long time ago, and I can't remember how long ago it's been. That's how long it's been. I don't like waking up stressing out about bills. How is this bill going to get paid? How is this going to be this and that and that? No, I don't. And when I pay bills, I pay them to zero balance. I mean, my cable bill, gas, lights, whatever. I make sure I don't like owing no bill. I pay. I don't care. I was raised from my mother. You're not really broke if your rent's paid, if your bills are paid, and you got food in your refrigerator. How are you really broke? What do you really need money for if your rent is paid where you're not getting evicted? You got food in your refrigerator and your bills are paid. So, you know what I'm saying? But that's the only reason why I need money. I've already had labels, and I said I'm always have designer because I choose to dress like that, not because I'm trying to keep up with the Joneses. But that stuff is superficial to me. I've been there, done that. I don't need the growing up. It was instilled in me to have the finer things in life. My father was in the fashion, and my mother and my grandmother. My grandmother was 80, almost 8. 90 years old when she passed away, and she never even had that old time furniture. She always updated her living room set, her bedroom sets, everything in her house was from Jordan's furniture. My grandmother, my mother's mother. I've always lived in a house where we never had like old furniture and everything. My mother always, when she first learned how to drive, which I was a teenager, so she learned how to drive later on in life. When I was a teenager, she learned how to drive. I must have been about 14. My mother never bought no hoopty, her first car. She bought an up-to-date car. And she lives, my mother to this day is flashy, but she worked for it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm only two professions that I know of that my mother ever did for work, which was a hairdresser. That's why I went to cosmetology school, because of my mom, following behind her footsteps. I can do hair. I never got my license, but I can do some hair. Um, Not braids. I got two left hands. I don't do no braids. I always had hair. I don't even know how to braid my own hair. I've never had my hair in no small braids. But I'm talking about hair care. Like, I can put layers. I can color your hair. You know what I'm saying? Roller set. I'll roller set your hair. Look like oil sheen was on your hair. I'll roller set. Every strand will be bone straight. I know how to buff the hair when you do a wash and blow dry, so it looks like oil sheen was on it. I'll get every strand, even if your hair is natural, no relaxer chemicals in it. I'll get your hair bone straight. You'll be looking like Becky up in here with the flyaway. This girl really don't have nobody in her corner, and that's why she's, yeah, she does it. But sometimes we got to be in our own corner, because what I've learned, because there's been times people weren't in my corner either, is if you can't be by yourself, you can't be with nobody. Let me keep up with these comments, because I'm talking more than I'm even reading these comments. That's right. It says Cali is already expensive. Have to have 3 jobs here in Cali. I'm trying to tell. Well, I'm from Boston, Mass, so I know about being expensive. That's why if you ask why you live in Rhode Island, because it's cheaper. I can live like a queen out here. I mean, the rent, everything. It says I have 2 girls, and I taught them never depend on me. My mother taught me and my sister that too, because I got a younger sister. She's a couple of years younger than me. It's first have something to fall back. Exactly. Yes, you help us all. That you. It says, see, follow own dreams. We can succeed. We exactly, Tiffany. It says no matter how difficult the keeps receipts. It says I'm from Frisco, Sacramento since 19. Okay, California in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit the like button. Yes, life is much more blessed than stress. If you, it says, yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hey, Big Ben Dan, how you doing? How you doing? Let me see how them likes are looking. Matter of fact, let me make sure my connection's okay. That's what I need to be paying attention to too, because my connection's been kind of funny, man. I'll make sure that connection's okay. Let me see. I'm gonna go look at my likes, and then I'm gonna take that tab down, because when I be having too many tabs open, my connection be like, we ain't no Fios, Verizon Fios over here, ma'am. You fitting to have your whole set. Yeah, let's try to get them likes up. Come on, them likes look like they're on a diet. I mean, come on now, y'all come in here, and I'm only talking about the 1%ers. I know the people that support me, they know when they come in to at least leave a like or dislike on the video. But come on now, come on, let's get them likes up. I think I don't care if you're a channel holder and you got 1 million subscribers. We all run into that same problem with people not wanting to hit that like button. I can't wait till YouTube takes that away and stops using that as a factor, because you can tell you don't even need for them to hit the like or dislike button. I mean, what is that, like a grown person's toy, or to use against the channel holders to hit the like or dislike button? I mean, YouTube can tell if they like the content for how long they stay on the video. They don't even need that measurement. You feel what I'm saying? Because you can get a hater that will sit and watch your whole content until you get off yeah, I mean. And that don't mean they're gonna like the video, but they probably did like it. Unpopular opinion. My interest is much better. You said better with Blueface. My internet is much better with Blueface. What does that mean, Buttercup? What are you saying? It says, "Hey, I'm sorry, sis had a call from me." That's okay, Latisse. We got some mods in here holding it down. Tiffany's in this piece. Myrtle Beach, kick back, listen to the waves. Oh wow, drink in my cup. I know that's right. And listening to my favorite content creator. Oh, that's what's up. Ben, Big Ben. It says like free right, and they're anonymous. You, it's not like I would be able to know. Y'all don't even know how many likes or dislikes I get because I private mine because I want people to make their own opinions up of whether they're gonna hit the like or dislike. Because if I feel like if you've seen it, people they tend to be followers and not leaders, believe it or not. People don't like to admit that they're followers, but a lot of people are followers. You know what I'm saying? It's cracking me up because it's like soon as Blueface or Chrisean Rock, if they get out at the same time, soon as they get out, everybody and their mama are gonna be wanting to be um on anybody's channel where they can get the tea from. You know what I'm saying? But let me just say this to you. Also, what saddens me is how much one man can have control over two women. Like Chrisean Rock, man, I know she's a strong female, but don't be walking around like you this big and bad chick. What it says saying I prefer the internet without Blueface. He said, "Oh, you prefer him without Blueface." Ah, okay. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button. But don't act like you the big bad wolf. But soon as Blueface go to jail and put some demands on you, you show your true stripes. And then all of a sudden you're gonna get out and he gonna piss you off, and then you're gonna be up here acting like I'm the realest, wanna kill his house, all this like sit down. You was sitting down when he was in jail, like you said, doing time with him, sounding all crazy, talking about you doing time with him. Don't get back up here performing for real. Stop the press. Cause that's a big I don't care what nobody say. I'm a support. I support Chrisean when she doing right, and I support her when she doing wrong. But I'm gonna tell her about it. So, however, I'm still gonna defend her. But at the same time, good, you man, you went out bad with that one. And it's what I'm saying. And as hard as it is to make money on social media, and you getting this easy. And you know what I'm saying? You know how many people I would have unfollowed you too around that time when you said what you said, even though we know you're not a colorist, because people were probably mad, like you mad with the fans for telling you about how you Joe Flipperhead, and now you want to call us names, and now people out here labeling you as a colorist, which we know she's not no colorist. But they were probably more mad, like, how can you get an attitude? You ain't got to get up and do no 9 to 5. I got to get up after I get finished watching this Simple Simon stuff that you on. And I got to work. I go to work tired listening to this Simple Simon stuff you on. You make money. She makes money so easy, she don't even know how she makes it. You know how hard it is to make money on the internet, and here you taking advantage of it. That's why I always say people should not have kids that are not qualified. There should be a law that some people can't have no kids because that is from the generational curses that she don't even know how good she got it. Sometimes when when you're only used to one thing in life, you ain't used to having nothing. That's how you act. Just tonight, my 16-year-old friends won't be. You can be leader, right, of the pack, exactly. I just think it's crazy. His charges worse than hers, but she slapped on right. Yeah, that's what I said too. His is worse than hers. But maybe Buttercup, that's a sign to her. Maybe that's a sign to her. She needs to get it right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's a sign. That's a sign. She got to get it right. Cause I know she's sitting back saying the same thing. I know she's happy for him. She's probably more happy for him than she is for herself. But yeah, she's got to get it right and stuff. You're right. I will admit, his charges were way worse, and I know people are big mad about that. And you know, she's sitting in jail like Joe Flipperhead, and he about to get out any day now, because that's what's going to be updated soon. His release date. You know, people are on a 24-hour watch for that. And it's so sad. I'm gonna tell you something, Buttercup, and I respect your opinion. And like you said, it might not be the favorable one, but my opinion might not be the favorable one too. But Buttercup, let me tell you this. You know, because Chrisean Rock probably had a bigger support system than Blueface, but she took advantage of it and gave people her, you know what, the kiss for this dude, instead of them really wanting to see her get out. They don't want to see her get out because they knew when she was out, she wasn't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because social media is her job, and she wasn't on her game. She didn't have to be up here with no drama. We know he was in jail, but she could have been up here at least, you know, supporting people that support her, and she wasn't doing that. And she has to understand, Blueface don't make you who you are. Your fans do. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, I'm back, guys. Put a Y in the chat. Let me read these comments. Put a Y in the chat if y'all seen that recording of Chrisean Rock's niece on I don't know if she was on Instagram. I think it's Instagram she was on, and then they put it on TikTok or whatever. It's all over the place now. But her saying she don't care too much for Chrisean Rock, her own aunt. Tasiki's daughter. Put a Y in the chat if y'all seen that. I know Tasiki was pissed. Let me keep up with these comments. Now it's like to the point where I'm gonna let y'all know I acknowledge them, but I'm way behind. It says, yeah, but like I said, Buttercup, because I'm a little bit delayed on the comments, but hey, she did it to herself. More support. Gotta remember, she didn't even go. Yeah, she was dropping the ball. And I don't care what nobody says. I really believe that he wasn't really. I don't care what nobody says. It's just my opinion. I don't think he was really caping for her to go and clear up her legal obligations, because he needed her to be out here to pay that every 2 months $15,000 for that restaurant. And that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Yeah. It says not yet to Siki's daughter. Nope, never saw it. Yeah, it's out there on the. It's matter of fact, I'll pull it up, but I'm not gonna pull her face up. So let me see how I can do this. Hold on. So I will share it, but I'll do this. I'll do it like this where you can hear it, but I will certainly not be showing it. No, actually, I'm not gonna do that. I just not only am I not gonna do it because she's a youngin, but also the little girl that was in the video was cussing. I don't got time to be having to delete that stuff. So we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Yeah, she had a little fresh little friend. She had a little fresh potty mouth. And I was saying to myself, ooh, child. And Tasiki's daughter said real quickly, shh. Because she knew if Tasiki came in that room. Thank you, Cyrus. She would have been like, oh no. Where's her money going? Well, no, what they're doing, Big Ben Dan, was they're doing the building over. What is it called? Renovating it. So they haven't that business hasn't been open. You're correct, for quite some time, but allegedly he's renovating it, and I don't think that his mother's hands is gonna be in it this time. He's gonna be managing it himself. Rock said Tasiki. Yeah, but yes, Latisse, in a perfect world, things would have been better. And the proper measures would have been taken. But like I said, Chrisean herself wasn't even moving right. So it's like, sometimes people get to the point, even your loved ones, don't cry wolf now. Yeah. But listen, I'm about to get off of here. Make sure y'all hit that like button. We shall see. Well, I mean, yeah, we know they lie. Big Ben Dan. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out. I will be going live sometime early in the morning tomorrow, between 7 and 8 Eastern Standard Time. So I want y'all to stay blessed. Love y'all. Happy Sunday, and I'm out. Mwah.